all right.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Develop. Tonight, we are doing things a little different. We're going to make this recipe with you guys, in front of you guys. It's going to be done. What are we doing, Chef?
We're gonna have coffee and tobacco, right?
That's what we're doing. That's the plan.
Are you telling me
That's
we're
the
going to
plan.
do it right in front of everybody?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the
Is
plan.
that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
We're just here to please as many people as we can at one time.
Well, the reality is we couldn't do it by ourselves, so we need help. That's
Yeah, I mean, it's always easier when it's in front of people.
yeah.
It
You
is?
get pointers, people are telling you got to put a little bit more into it.
I don't know. I get kind of anxious when people watch.
I'll give you $20.
Are you talking about?
We won't get into that.
I really wish people knew what we were talking about, but okay.
I wish people knew how creepy Folkart is. Right?
I wasn't the creepy one. It was the other guy.
Not that time. You weren't. That time you were good. We got a lot of people in here already. What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Hi, James, Burgundy, Tom, Steve-O, Richie, Julian. Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah. So we're gonna maybe ask for y'all's help in the chat to help us crack this coffee tobacco, right?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean,
Do you want to post the last recipe we had that didn't work, and we maybe we can start talking about it and then see what we can do?
You want to just jump right into it then? We can.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have the old version right here. And I'm sorry. It's not that bad. After it steeps for a while, it's really not that bad. The coffee that was really gross in the beginning and the milk and honey that was really just kind of muddling and everything has really settled down, and it's a lot more balanced now, but it's still not perfect. There's a couple things that still need to be worked on with it, but I don't know. What did you guys think?
Do you have the recipe on the screen, or do you want me to?
I've got it. I've got the last one that I mixed up. But I think we went through about 3 different versions, right?
Yeah. The last one we have is 1% milk and honey, 4% roasted pecans and cream by Wonder Flavors, 3% TPA RY4 double, and 2% Flavora sweet and smoky tobacco, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was the last one that I think we mixed up. Max, I think, tried one other thing. Is that right?
Yeah, I only added it's that same one, but there's a little bit of no, maybe this is a different version. I don't know, but there's Connecticut Shade in here. I did do another one that had Brazilian coffee in it. That was the one that was a little bit off. It was very nutty. I don't know if that version got aired or not.
But wait, did you use Brazilian coffee with roasted pecans and cream together?
I think so. Let me look it up.
Because for me, Brazilian coffee is not nutty. By itself.
At the beginning, it's very burnt to me. I think
How much do you use?
Let me look it up.
Yeah, so my recollection of when you added the Brazilian coffee, you said that you did get that kind of burnt popcorn note from it.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I have that version on here. I used it at 0.25% if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So Max, you have that last version we did. What do you think is the problem with it?
Well, I think that it's not enough coffee, really. I think it's not enough coffee, and it's very unbalanced. There's a lot more tobacco, which is adding to the off note of the coffee. I think the trick is going to be to just drown this in cream, which is gonna give you a little bit of leeway with the tobacco and with the coffee. So for me, I personally think that you should just embrace a lot of cream in it.
Well, that's kind of what I was. That was my thoughts on the last. Well, really, all the versions that we did was that I was expecting it to be, like we were going to just really drown it in creams and stuff. And I know the Flavora milk and honey adds a little bit of that creaminess, but that was one thing that I was really lacking. Plus the fact that the Wonder Flavors roasted pecans and cream didn't do what I thought it would do as far as really make a bold coffee. It's pretty. I mean, it's a pretty accurate coffee, like on its own. But it seems like it was just kind of getting lost in it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who was it? Simon. Simon is saying Wonder Flavors creamy cappuccino. We tried that one, right? Or I tried that one.
You may have. I don't have that flavor.
Yeah.
I think I have it, but
Do you think that the RY4 double and the sweet and smoky tobacco is good for the kind of tobacco we want to use?
I think it could be. I think the harder part is going to be to nail the coffee and cream and then find the right tobacco for it. So if we can really nail a good coffee and cream and then see if a tobacco can stand up to it, that should be fairly easy, because I know Connecticut Shade is going to lean into that coffee pretty well. Sweet and smoky it's very neutral. You can throw it in pretty much any tobacco and it's going to be pretty good. But then most of Flavora tobaccos, you could say the same for them, as long as they're not super like nuanced. Like, their Turkish has a little bit too much spice that I don't think would work here. Virginia is a little too bright. So the other, like the base ones that Flavora makes would probably all work here. It's just finding the right one.
what do you think about leaning more toward if we're going to be like trying to drown it in cream, to add a bit more of a chocolate note to it with, say, one of the tobaccos?
I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, there's chocolate on the picture. It's like chocolate, caramel, tobacco, and coffee. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, well, with the coffee, if you make me choose between the roasted pecans and cream and the Brazilian, I would choose Brazilian all the time, every time.
Yeah, and I would.
But you need to add a lot of cream to it.
Right.
I like the roasted pecans and cream. I haven't tried that before. Folkart talked about it. I like it by itself, but when you start mixing with it, it gets lost.
Yeah, it seems like you can only add a couple things to it before it's just so far in the background that it lost that coffee cream that it shines at when it's really simple.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Brazilian is more aggressive. It's more difficult to work with, but if you use a lot of cream and you know where to place it right in the recipe, it's going to be there. The coffee note is a better coffee note.
I agree. I think we should use Brazilian. What do you think, Folkart?
Yeah, let's try it out. I actually just got this flavor in, so yeah, I know. Don't hate me. I don't do many coffees, but I just got it in, so I'm looking forward to trying it out.
Uncontrolled Variables. That's an awesome name, by the way. House Perillium Caramel Coffee and Sweet Milk. Let me see if I have that one.
So anybody that's got any kind of suggestions for this coffee, just shout it out in the chat or something. So I think the whole idea behind this coffee is to make it like a pretty bold coffee, maybe somewhere on the coffee chocolate kind of genre, heavy on the cream and with a sweet bold tobacco. Is that what y'all have in mind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turil, I think it's Turil, is saying that we should try Up by Flavor Art. I don't like that one.
I don't even have that one. Heard too many bad things.
Up is all right if you know how to use it. You have to use it pretty low, but it's pretty. It's got a pretty bad, like scorched kind of coffee taste to me.
Yeah, it's aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's when back several years ago when there wasn't that many good coffees out there, that was probably a really good choice. But now they've got much better coffees out there.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
So do you keep the roasted pecans and cream and add the Brazilian coffee or replace it?
I think we should get rid of it.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to do Brazilian coffee. Do you want to have all the flavors and then do percentages like we usually do?
Let's just do what we do when we're recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about everybody. That's what we do.
Yeah. We talk about people that can't make it to the live show. Graham.
Yeah.
So the Brazilian coffee is going to be the base. That's the main base. Does that coffee need any other thing other than? Are we going to put a chocolate note in it? Some sort of cocoa chocolate kind of twist on it or not?
It's Willy Wonka, always with the chocolates.
Yeah, absolutely. Chocolates all the time.
If you have a better suggestion, I mean, red burley is just it's the tobacco with the chocolate note that would work, and then Connecticut Shade already kind of has that kind of cocoa and coffee thing going on in it. So I don't know. Do you have another like suggestion like for another chocolate outside of that?
No. I was just referring to like the red burley that might add another chocolate note to it.
Yeah. I think red burley is a pretty good choice here. It'll give it kind of that mocha kind of a vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Raven Shadow vapes. I don't think I have any vape train coffees other than the coffee froth, which is not really a coffee.
I only have the coffee liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
And coffee milk froth.
Yeah.
So we're going to go with red burley and sweet and smoky tobacco.
I really think you're gonna need Connecticut Shade in here. For if you're gonna do a tobacco and a coffee tobacco, I mean, I feel like you're really gonna need that Connecticut Shade.
So it's going to be bold.
But you don't need a whole lot of it. You can use it at 0.25%, and it's gonna be enough of what you need. I know a lot of people. That's a very polarizing tobacco for some people. I know, like Jerry loves it. I like it pretty much in the middle. I'm not going crazy with it like a lot of people do, and a lot of people can't even stand it when it's only at 0.25%. But if you're gonna do a coffee tobacco, I really think it should be in there.
So Labworks Vapes is suggesting the Mullenberry double mocha coffee. I don't think Not Chef has that. But we're going to be talking about Mullenberry some more in some other shows, so we'll probably get to that.
Yeah, I think I will have the Mullenberry flavors in 1 week or 2.
Yeah.
Time moves slow in Argentina. That's all I know.
Yeah, because Oh, look who's here!
Graham, what's up, buddy?
Thanks for inviting me to the party, guys.
Hey.
Party behind my back. Fuck, man.
Your mic is incredible today.
It's good.
It's the connection.
It's good, right?
No.
It's not good?
No.
What the fuck. I was like all proud of myself.
No, it's
Hold
just your
on.
internet connection, like Chef said.
Okay, guys. So we've got Brazilian coffee, Wonder Flavors. We've got Flavora Connecticut Shade. I think we're not going to use the sweet and smoky, are we?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna need it.
What about the red burley? We're going to use that too.
I think we should use it. I think it would work here. I think it's gonna blend everything together too with that kind of darker cocoa kind of note.
Okay.
I think the most important part, I think, is the next part. It just needs a fuck ton of cream.
Well, I was actually going to bring up in our last version we used an RY4 in it. Are we going to use any RY4s in this?
No, I don't think it's. I would use RY4 if we were using like a more plain or simple tobacco, and maybe no cream. But with red barley and Connecticut Shade.
Well, I mean, we could leave it out for now if we need it.
And we're not going to use the milk and honey either, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
It's just muddle shit too much in the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, it was it was bringing something odd to it that I couldn't. I like honey in my tea, but not so much in my coffee.
I mean, it kind of like, to me, it's always kind of been like one of those international delight kind of creamers to me. It like, but it was just like way too much.
So cream, we still need a cream, or more than a cream, and maybe a vanilla or
Yeah.
more like I kind of imagine this, the coffee part more like a cappuccino than a cappuccino, but not a dark, deep coffee by itself. We need something else going on there, right?
So, what do you guys think about like coffee milk froth?
Yeah, I mean that kind of makes perfect sense in this actually.
I mean, do you want? Would that? Do you think that like frothy kind of light? I mean, I think it would work.
Yeah, it could work. It's buttery, but if we add another light cream, like fresh cream or something like that, also, maybe we have more balanced cream.
Do you guys know about that like keto coffee? They put like butter and like coconut in it. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We put the coffee milk froth in there. That's pretty much what we're doing, right?
Boy, that is pretty buttery.
It is buttery. Yeah, it's all keto friendly.
So what about like a FA fresh cream or even Flavora cream, and then just a little bit of that milk froth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can use Flavora or FA. Both are thin and milky.
I even like FA Bavarian cream more than like FA fresh cream for this.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, somebody mentioned using vanilla custard in it, which that may work, but the Bavarian cream would probably do the same thing, only not quite so eggy.
Well,
I think either way.
We're saying creamy milk undertone, but with the coffee milk froth, I don't see it.
What about
For me, I have a difference with you guys. For me, the creamy milk undertone is dense and heavy, and for you, is the opposite, right?
Thin as fuck.
For me, it changes. It's like you can vape it one time, and it's like, oh yeah, that's really full, and then the next, like, pick it up, 5 minutes later and do it again. It's like, where's the fucking cream at? Where's the milky undertones?
For me,
it's gone.
It's like the milk you have in a bowl of cereal after you you eat all the cereals.
Like after you drank all the milk?
No. Only the cereal. No, after the cereals.
No, I don't get that at all. It's way too thin for me. I mean, I like the flavor, but that's why I always use something else to back it up. It's not enough.
Screwdriver suggested using holy vanilla.
We ain't going down that route.
I mean, it's got that cream cheese icing in it that I don't know. Well, I don't know that it has cream cheese icing in it, but it tastes like it does. Okay.
Don't give me.
We're not saying. We're just
you're low key. You're trigger pointing me.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to put holy vanilla in anything and it be trash. To be honest with you, because it really is a good vanilla.
Yeah, but do we want people to be able to mix this up for a while, or do we want them to be like, well, is the V2 going to work? Is the V3?
V2 I'm just saying it's a good flavor, but no, we don't have to do that. There's too many changes going on. Let's wait till they settle on one.
We could put cream cheese icing, like vanilla bourbon, and like I don't know. We could do that.
Don't like some one-on-one vanilla pudding.
Did you actually just say the third one, you fucking dick? Oh my god. We gotta talk. Yeah. That was good. I like that. I like Max doesn't give a shit. That's great. That was great, Max. Good job.
Hey, you set me up for it, so.
I know it's. I like how you can see who's shilling because their faces start turning red. Like Leanna's under her own table. No one else is talking. All right, let's move on.
I know it.
Okay.
Well, we just quickly derailed the show. It's all good. So yeah, no, we'll not use vanilla.
This profile derailed it.
So what do you guys think about you guys want to just use coffee milk froth and Flavor cream? Or what do you think, Graham? You just got here.
I think you put RY4 and some Bavarian and call it a fucking day. Throw a little fucking burley on it, and there you go.
Where's the coffee?
In Holy.
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 Holy Grail.
Oh.
Yeah,
Coffee?
no, but
I don't know.
how long is that recipe?
I don't know this profile. They're going to be fine because they're all back now. All the recipes are back. They miraculously found it. Never-ending supply.
Really?
So all those are going to be fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was hiding. It was hidden. They found it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It's with Hoffa.
Okay.
I don't understand this profile. I got to be honest with you. Are we doing a coffee? Is it because I wasn't here for the first one? Is it a coffee or is it a tobacco?
It's a coffee tobacco.
Yeah.
Or a tobacco coffee.
Yeah. Either
so
way.
It's half and half.
Yeah, but then we also decided put a little cream and a little bit of chocolate in there.
So it's like an Arnold Palmer for degenerates.
What?
Basically.
You're talking about like 90% of the world that gets up, smokes a cigarette, and drinks coffee. So yeah, I guess it's fucking Arnold Palmer for degenerates.
Also, the same profile sits at a video poker machine all night and smokes cigarettes down to the butt, and then lights the next one with the other cigarette, so they only need one match in the morning, and that's it. Yeah, same profile people.
Yeah, well, we're mixing something for them. I don't think they were going to like that watermelon.
Guess what? They smoke. I'm just playing. I don't know. I'm just trying to start shit.
So Flavor cream it is?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Or one-on-one.
Or shut the fuck up.
So you had mentioned Bavarian cream, Max.
Let's just see if cream works. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of easier to see what does and what doesn't work, I guess.
How about some epic vanilla? What do you think of that, huh?
What's
a little of that.
vanilla?
A little creamy vanilla? Ooh. Yeah.
That's Mullenberry? Yeah, I pulled that one out. Their legendary custard smells really good, too. Is that
yeah, don't go higher than like 2%, though. I mean, to me, it'll seep out, but it's super butyric if you go that high. Their shit's pretty bomb, dude. I think so. But I'm real sensitive to that. You know what I do when I get a line of something in? I make a pina colada. That's how I test all the entire line based on pina colada.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, think about it. You got the cream in there, and then pineapple and coconut. And if those two are good, the chances are the line will probably be pretty good. Right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not super stoked on the raspberry, but I haven't really played with it yet.
Whoa. What did they do? Did they sneak in and steal like almost all the Innerware's recipe, or what the fuck's going on there? Is that one of Innerware's? The raspberry. The raspberries are weird. They're that. It's like raspberries must be different in Poland. Because
I guess.
you know what I mean? Because those raspberries, yeah.
Yeah, they do taste similar.
So I mean, I don't know what's going on there, but there's like 27 of them too.
What are we putting raspberry in here too now? What the fuck are we doing?
Shit, I just got here.
Hell yeah.
Right? I'm easing in.
A coffee, tobacco, chocolate, raspberry.
That's definitely an Innerware flavor. I mean, a Mullenberry flavor with the cupcakes and cactus.
Shut up. So
You're
this
chat.
one, we have Brazilian coffee, red barley, Connecticut shade, coffee milk froth, and cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Fuck
Next time you shut me up, know how to say Connecticut for fuck's sake. Did he just get
I think that's Connecticut shade
I know.
better than anybody else does.
He's better than me.
I love how he said say Connecticut.
Connecticut.
It's like 9. That was very good.
amazing. I think it's way better. For now on, we're just calling it that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, say Connecticut for everything.
Okay.
You have to Connecticut the dots.
I'm gonna Connecticut the hell out of here. Right?
Percentages? Max, where did you go?
yeah.
Some shit. Sorry.
We are not using 4% Brazilian coffee, are we?
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
Like 0.5% for Brazilian?
Either like a quarter or a half. I
What?
don't know.
Did you try Arabica?
I don't have it.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
I don't need
Well,
it.
Yo, get at me. Get at me, bro. I need that Arabica.
I like to call it Arabica, just in case it's like the aluminium, and I want to be the guy saying aluminium. Arabica.
At least you're covering your bases right there.
Yeah, you know that niche market for that little scenario to happen.
Wait, you say aluminum?
Arabica. I say aluminium, like every
Okay,
American.
Americans in general.
Yeah, in England they say aluminum. Like it is.
And you say aluminium. Okay.
What the hell are you calling it, Graham?
Aluminium. It's the proper pronunciation of
Aluminum.
yeah.
It's aluminum.
It's aluminum.
It's not
Aluminum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aluminum.
Tell that to an Asian guy. Have him say that. Aluminum? You
Aluminum.
Aluminum.
kidding me? Aluminum.
So is
What are you doing, girl?
the Illuminati the Illuminati or
No, it's Illuminati.
Illuminati?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
There's something
Brazilian.
there. We could have gone on.
0.5%?
How strong is that Brazilian coffee? I mean, I haven't tried it yet, so do we want this to be bold?
It's the only. Oh, well, we have Connecticut shade.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could do a quarter and then add it if you need it.
Who wants a slight Brazilian? No one. Full bodied. With that Brazilian, for sure.
I don't know. It can get real weird in the beginning.
Of course it can. It's Brazilian. Just do 2%. 2 or like 3.
Fuck off, Graham.
What is going on today?
What do you guys want to do? 1/4%? Or
I'm
half?
sorry, dude. This is why we had to do 2 episodes. Because fucking Folkart won't get his shit together.
Why when we record we can be like 4 hours?
Yeah, exactly. So this
Yeah.
is what it's
Folkart will get
like
his shit
behind the curtain, guys, in the chat.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like, except times it by 4 hours at least.
Yeah, much more racist than
Please.
much.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No,
No,
you think Graham's
he's
being
just
racist
kidding.
right now. Holy shit, he hasn't even gotten started. When the camera stops rolling, he's just like, it gets
The
real
image-
crazy. because he knows that there's a lot of cuts.
The immigrant is fucking exaggerating, for fuck's sake.
Don't say.
Oh God!
He lives there.
He's not even in this country.
How did
He's
he
not even an immigrant.
He lives in Argentina.
He's in South Jersey. Don't let him lie to you, dude. The foreigner over there.
He's not foreign if he lives
I
there
know.
either.
I get that. I get that. That's why it's hilarious. Because he answers to it. I mean, he answers to it. I didn't.
Wrong.
I was talking to Max, and you answered, and then that one. All right.
Okay. Do we settle on a percentage yet or no?
0.25.
Okay, 0.25.
Mm.
Can always go higher.
Yeah.
No, that's not the line, Max.
What do we usually say?
Just do one, and we can always go up from there.
What is
You
it?
can always
How do
add
we?
more.
That's the line.
Oh, if we want, we can always add more.
Yeah.
Why are you looking like you're staring like a really hard math test?
Me? I am.
It's like you just sat down to the SATs. Like,
Man,
what happened to you?
I've been so sick for the past 2 days, so you're just gonna have to bear with me a little bit.
Yeah, I say that every day about everything.
I
So-
know.
You're just gonna have to bear with me.
Okay, what about coffee, milk froth, and cream?
What about the Connecticut shade?
Let's do that.
What about the red barley?
Let's worry about that last.
Okay.
What about the rice pops for the biscotti?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Hey, is this recipe written yet, or is that what we're doing right now?
Graham, do you know we're
doing it.
live?
Oh fuck,
Folkart?
we're live,
Yes.
Yeah, we're live right now.
and nobody's gonna tell me that. You just find that you find that like interesting or like important to tell me right now. So 20 minutes in. Holy shit, dude! I think I didn't say anything.
You did. Said a lot of shit so far.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
man.
guys. I'll see you later.
But you can still show your face here, Graham. Well, actually, you can't because your camera's not working. But
All right, coffee, milk froth. What do you guys?
Man, it's really buttery. It smells really buttery.
Yeah.
And if we're gonna use the Folkart cream, I don't think we should go very high with it. I say
I don't think I've ever used it.
1% is too much.
yeah, 1% is way too
Okay.
much. I'm thinking like 0.25, 0.5%.
Oh my god. Okay, 0.25. What about Folkart cream?
2.
2?
No.
Really?
No?
Gets like spicy. Well, but maybe it could work here.
That would work with a tobacco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You really want to do 2?
I mean, we can come down some if you want. But
No, I don't
I mean,
care.
if we're gonna drown this in some kind of cream, I mean, we need to kind of push that kind of to its limit, because the coffee milk froth, if we're going to use it low, I don't think it's going to be that heavy except for the butter, maybe.
All right, let's go 2.
Okay.
Has anyone in the chat used coffee milk froth to be sure that Ecuador is right? Do we still have people watching this after Graham?
I don't know.
No. He offended everybody and they left.
I'm just looking up. I mean, people have used this up to 2%, but I don't think that would work for us because of that butter note.
Yeah.
I mean, it ranges anywhere from 0.5% up to 3% on all the flavors. I mean, I really don't want my coffee tasting buttery.
No.
Why not?
I don't know. Just I mean, I do like the idea of like a buttery tobacco, but a buttery tobacco coffee, I don't know.
There's the whole bulletproof movement that they're putting like grass-fed butter in coffee, and something else. It's
Coconut.
grass-fed butter and is it coconut?
It's coconut oil.
Oh, and butter.
Yeah, and butter. It's that
What?
keto thing. Instead of using like sugar. Weird times we're living in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the tobacco part? Max?
Yeah, I think you could do like anywhere between 0.5 and 0.75 on red burley. Maybe 0.5 for now. I know you guys don't super like it, the tobacco.
What's the Tonka?
Tatanka it's good. It's just too it's too damp. It's too, and you already got coffee and you got,
Yeah, like in a drink, that would be terrible.
but it gets like real musty. Like
Does it? I don't know. That I'm asking.
it's fine. Like I think it works better with something crunchy if you're going to use Tatanka. I don't have a lot of times where I reach for Tatanka. It's good. It would work with this stuff, but I think you would want to use this like with something like biscotti. You'd probably go with like Tatanka because it might balance it back out, you know? But for
Yeah, that
me,
makes sense.
I wouldn't use Tatanka in here just because it would be too wet.
Well, the Connecticut Shade has a chocolate note, right?
Yeah, they both do. Yeah, the Connecticut Shade and Red Burley both have like a cocoa and a coffee note to them.
Mm-hmm.
Red Burley is a lot more chocolatey to me, and Connecticut Shade is a lot more like, so there's a little bit of coconut too, and then sometimes there's even like honey up high, but at 1/4%, you're really just going to get that coffee that's going to blend really well with the Brazilian coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That's super weird coming from Flavora. They would have like a chocolate and a coconut note in it. It's like
Every single flavor.
yeah, that's like Vape Train having a banana note and everything. That's something crazy.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Okay, but if I'm reading this so far, and if we have Brazilian coffee at 1/4, Red Bull at 1/2, Connecticut Shade 0.25, we need something more substantial there, another flavor, I guess.
I mean, the only thing I would think is like, I mean, these are all really, really strong flavors. So
yam.
the total shut the fuck up. The total percentage won't really matter too much, because they're really, really strong. Especially Flavora's tobaccos are very full body. So
Okay.
if it is weak, just throw a little RY4 in it. Or even like, I personally like Jungle Flavors RY4 and Hankston RY4, but I think any RY4 would work at the right percentage, and it would blend it all together too.
Okay, do you want to try this? It is.
Yeah.
So we're gonna mix this up, try it out, see if it's close to what we want. If it needs to be filled out more, maybe add RY4 then.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
It's only 3.25%.
Yeah, I know.
Which RY4? Like Jungle Flavors?
I like Jungle Flavors for this, but
Hanson?
you guys all have that, right? I like Hankson's too.
Yeah. Those two together are not bad either.
Yeah.
Either one's they're probably better alone though, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, they would both work. TFA would work in here too.
Yeah, I'd still go with Jungle Flavors though for tobacco. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, even though it's a tobacco, it kind of does have like a coffee note a little bit to it, doesn't it?
It's
It's like darker.
I get almost like a blunt wrapper from it, like
Yeah.
that kind of tobacco, but the coffee in it, or the that like
Is
dark
grape in it?
What, grape?
Every blunt I ever had was grape.
No.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna mix this up. Is that a yes? A no?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So now's the part where all of us mix and nobody talks, and everybody in the chat can
Put some music.
talk.
Do you have music?
Not on.
This is the hardest part.
Right.
I have so much to say. Listen, I think you're lying. I'm
What?
gonna ask the audience. I think you're lying. I think he's lying about. I didn't come in. You guys weren't live. Dicks.
Yeah,
We are live.
we are live. We talked about this, Graham, last week.
Hey.
I don't know if I would play that or not. If it's copyrighted.
No, it's royalty free.
Yeah, I bet. It's like that's what they play right now on the radio in Argentina. They're like 50 years behind. Okay. Shut up.
All right, guys. In the chat, tell us what you think about the way we've constructed this recipe. If you think it's going to work, or maybe some other suggestions, something that we probably might have, so that we can try it out.
Man, this fucking Brazilian coffee is like darker than the devil's dick. Like motor oil. Holy shit. Oh no.
So, can we talk a little bit about what we're going to be maybe doing Thursday while we're mixing this up?
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Sure. I think we're talking about the right thing, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna mix up some recipes from the community and review them.
Yeah.
So talking about, yeah. So I got a list of stuff that I want to try. I don't know if we'll get to all of them this week, but as this show usually goes, we don't all have the same flavors. So we're gonna do our best to find a couple recipes that we can talk about. So yeah, look forward to that. Maybe it'll be your recipe. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it'll be one of your friends.
They're all gonna be good recipes, though, right?
The few that I've tried have all been really good. I tried that buttermilk pie from Silky.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I don't know why, but he, in his description, I think it's a guy, he put TFA whipped cream and TFA butter, and he said that makes a buttercream, which that's not how buttercream works. But okay.
No, it's not. But I see what he's doing there.
Yeah, I mean,
For sure.
The recipe definitely needed butter, and it seems very accurate, nonetheless. But
I got a couple Dustin Singer's recipes that I think that I might mix up.
does he?
Just shout out Dustin Singer.
What is his shit, man?
It's the goddamn best coil builder in the business. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, but he's on ATF or what?
Yeah, he's a mixer. He's a mixer too.
What's his name?
I mean, Dustin, what's your name? ATF. I get him personally delivered to me, so it's Singer Fam, I think, on Instagram. Go look at you've seen him on Instagram.
Yeah,
This kid's on fire. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. What were you gonna say? He's what?
He's really good. That's all
See, I
I'm
thought
gonna
you were gonna say cute. I don't know why I thought you were gonna say cute.
I mean, I've never personally.
I don't know why I
I
thought you were
can't
gonna say
personally
that.
speak on that, but I'm sure he's a pretty good-looking fella.
I wanted you to continue on with that sentence so bad because I thought I for whatever reason I thought that was coming next. It's my subconscious, and then I thought, fucking chef's over there in a tuxedo.
Yeah, I was surprised that he wasn't wearing one today.
It's so weird to go live and he's not in a
I only
tuxedo.
wear a tuxedo at work.
You only wear it
Only-
at work?
You
Yeah.
work in my dreams.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, check out Dustin's. It's Singer Fam on Instagram. You're not gonna believe it. Like really, you're not. Because I don't. I don't know where the hell he made them or bought those things.
Okay, this is hard to mix 10 ml with these percentages.
I'm making a 60, man.
Wow, you feel
Oh, you got 10.
you feel confident about this, don't you?
Nah, I'm making a 20. But I do think it's gonna be good.
I'm gonna do it 15 at least.
Yeah, because it's basically like 2 drops to make it
Yeah.
a 20 mil.
I could be wrong with this. I could be having involuntary muscle spasms, but I'm pretty sure we're having an earthquake right now.
Uh-oh.
Or you're having a stroke.
But it could be that. It's one of the three. It's like heart palpitations, involuntary muscle spasms, or a stroke. But I usually look at another object that isn't close to death and see if it's moving. So,
Like Michael Fox.
like what? Like what? Like what you say? Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Everything was moving. I shouldn't be a meteorologist, though. They tell people it's raining all the time just because I'm sweating.
And I had to take the day off work because I've been sick for the past 2 days. And I've been watching nothing but documentaries. And
You said it right.
I said it right?
I'm disappointed. I'm totally disappointed. I thought you were going to say documentary.
Oh, I say documentaries, but yeah, I don't know why. Why did I say it right that time?
I don't
Weird.
know.
Yeah,
That's-
so I was
totally
watching
disappointed.
I was watching documentaries all day, and I was watching the Bob Lazar one, the guy who I guess he worked on
The
spacecraft.
nuke. Oh.
No, he worked on UFOs or something.
Yeah, JPL.
Everybody
What?
think he lied.
Well, yeah, he's talking about spaceships.
I don't know. I don't know. A lot of the stuff that he talked about in the was it in the it was in the late 70s or early 80s when he came out about it.
Yeah.
I think it was in the
Yeah.
80s.
Early 80s.
A lot of the stuff that he talked about then has now
Mm-hmm.
come to light as fact, just like the element.
Oh yeah,
Element. What is it?
150 or something.
150 something.
Oh,
That
dude.
it's a real thing.
Yeah, they're you know, Alex Jones is a fucking nutcase. Let me say it this way. I premise this by saying Alex Jones is a known.
That's a good place to start.
But listen though, over time, he's like 80% accurate. Like, no, bro, he's like ridiculously accurate. And like, think about,
But you can't really make the connection between the two of them because this is actually a scientist. Like, Alex
I'll
Jones
send
is
you
all
a clip.
speculation.
I'll send you a clip of what I'm talking about with Alex Jones, where he's talking about the Nazis' connection with the like aliens and how they were getting like information. Yeah, it's definitely an earthquake. That's crazy.
He doesn't have that like firsthand knowledge. Is what I'm saying. It's not really
Well,
compared to
he-
them.
right.
Right. He's saying that there is an earthquake and you go on. Nothing.
Because I really don't give a fuck about the earthquake.
Yeah, well, if the ground, the ground that you walk on just started fucking shaking and there was a possibility it would open, you probably would care. It's kind of
Yeah,
terrifying.
but
It's
I live in
horrifying,
New York,
actually.
so it's not gonna happen to me.
Yeah,
So do y'all get
selfish dick.
do y'all get
What?
earthquakes as often as like in California?
No. But like recently, there's been because I guess that fault line that hit because like the what's the name of that? Oh, it's definitely an earthquake. That's crazy. They keep like it's so weird, dude. It's pretty active right now. Like for the last like 6 weeks, 7 weeks, The San Andreas fault line runs up to the middle of California, and then there's a bunch of like faults that go off of that, like into the desert in between here and LA. And one of them is just like super active. Like the last like 6 weeks, it's been like they're probably like daily. I think they're going off daily, like small ones or ones closer to the epicenter, but like every once in a while, like there'll be a day where you'll just feel like just nonstop. It's eventually just never gonna stop. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Actually, I walk around all day terrified. You ever been in an earthquake?
I've had a couple, but not really like. I don't even think they're really considered earthquakes until a certain point, right?
I think it's like 4 or 5.0, which is like barely feel. You can't even barely feel that. And I think every point is like 10 times stronger, or something like that. I don't know what it is. I think every point is 10 times stronger, not like every. If it's like a 5.1 and then a 5.2, that's 10 times stronger, or something like that. They're horrifying, dude. Like, think about it. The ground starts shaking, opens up in some places, and you don't know if it's gonna stop ever because there's no rules. Like there's no fucking rules.
Well,
Who made the
after
rules for
watching
that?
that documentary, I'm still a little bit more focused on UFOs and aliens right now.
Like, yeah. What if the aliens were walking on the ground and started shaking, opened up in some places, and you don't know if they ever stop? They would be afraid.
Aliens aren't afraid of anything. What are you talking about?
I bet they're afraid of guys with scalpels at this point.
Did you any of you guys other than me watch that on Netflix? Anybody in the chat either? You did watch
Which
it?
one?
I watched it.
Which
yeah.
one?
It's called Bob Lazar something. It's on Netflix. It's really good. It's crazy to watch. Yeah, I would. Graham, you would like it. You should.
Yeah, it's
the other one I watched.
It's all about conspiracies and.
It's not really conspiracy
facts,
theory.
bro.
That one's not really conspiracy theory because there's no theory around it. He's really just he's trying to. I mean.
Yeah, he just worked on spaceships. So there's not even close to conspiracy on it. It's just him working on spaceships.
Yeah, there's no conspiracy to it. He was really just saying what he experienced.
He actually did
on
not.
Spaceships.
He really didn't work on spaceships. What he did was he worked in an office that the papers came across his desk that people were working on spaceships.
Oh.
He said he worked.
He's Alex Jones.
But now he has claimed he's claimed that he actually did see a spaceship. But
I thought he worked.
Okay, the thing is with aliens, my thing is I really believe that there could be something out there, another life, but the chances that we can be at the same time in the same moment with another life is so tiny. It has been studied because our time life, like the human species, in the millions of years of the universe, is like a dot in the history of the universe.
Bro, you saying you don't believe in aliens?
Up with your logic,
I believe in aliens. I believe in aliens.
Okay.
What I don't believe, what I also believe is that it's
He
very
doesn't believe in luck.
that aliens, another kind of race in the space, and us can be in the same time, in the same moment, if you take into consideration all the history of the universe and everything that has to happen to have life.
You weren't there, bro. You don't know.
So I actually started like listening to a little bit of the podcast with Bob Lazar and Joe Rogan and the guy who created the documentary. And there's a pretty good point in that where he said that it's not impossible to think that anyway about aliens or whatever, especially because you've got us. This might outrage a lot of people, but there's people like,
don't say it.
There's us, and then there's chimpanzees.
Oh no.
And then there's, so.
Oh god.
On a timeline, we're just a little bit further than.
The views expressed on this show do not reflect anything that I believe at all.
No, you're talking about Alex Jones, and I'm talking about stuff that's not that far fetched, though. So I'm just saying, on a timeline.
No, that's what he's. that's what he's talking about, Alex Jones. When I say that he's on point, he's talking about the people have been taking like the medical community has been taking like heroic doses of like DMT and actually communicating with like another, like an alien life form that they're interdimensional. They're not even aliens. They're interdimensional beings that are just on a different plane that we can't see. You know, and like that we're the humans that we are like outdated models. It's crazy the shit he's talking about, and he just goes and he never stumbles. Like, see how I stumbled there?
Like,
and I'm just bullshitting the stuff he bullshits.
I know, but like, you know, when it comes to like conspiracy theories and everything, like how many people believe in the fucking world is flat? Like anybody, I've said this so many times, anybody can go fucking to imright.com and find it, whatever things they want to fit their side of the argument. So when it comes to like Alex Jones and stuff, like he's just that so far out there, crazy.
Dude, when you couple it with like he might not be, he might just be just enough crazy that they keep him around, you know what I mean? To make people think that he's crazy.
Yeah.
But coupled with like the shit that he was saying, and then coupled with the fact that I'm nuts, and then DMT on top of it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit he was saying made sense, and he's never done DMT, he claims. You know what I mean? So like just to,
I think he's always on DMT.
He actually said he's never taken DMT, but when he was a child, every single night he experienced a DMT trip or something like that. It said something like that was what he'd say. But that'd save a lot of money.
Okay, what do you think about this?
How in the hell did we
I need
get?
to hire you to
How in the hell did
This
we
is
get?
what we do. This is exactly what we do when we record. We, in the middle of mixing, either me or Graham starts talking about some bullshit. We get to like try it out, and then we get to talk about it. This is the entire experience right now.
But we
writing a
are
whole routine,
not going to have people here 3 hours talking about.
Look at you. The fuck we're not. Look at your face. You just keep that on there. You do that.
Oh yeah.
We'll talk. You show your face.
So
Folkart, whip your dick out.
So
no one's going anywhere.
Not while we're live. That's just in the recorded shows.
Yeah. That's the only way I know how to do it.
So what do you guys think?
I think it's a bold coffee.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a spice going on, isn't there? Like almost like a cinnamon type thing. Am I the only one who's getting that?
No, yeah.
Probably from the herpes medication.
To me, it's kind of like a woody spice.
Yeah.
But it's a bold coffee. It's got that cream. It's got just a hint of like a mocha or a chocolate kind of thing going on. I think it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I don't like tobaccos, but this one is quite good.
I think that the red burley could go up. I think it could go up. The cream is really bolstering that coffee note in a good way. That's really the main change I would make, is maybe a little bit more red burley, because I mean you do get a hint of that, but you don't get a whole lot.
And what is the tobacco? Because I get a lot of tobacco.
I think
more than coffee.
I think it's really blending with that coffee, and you are getting a lot more tobacco. But
for me, it's not too much tobacco. But now I've been vaping a lot of tobaccos lately. But I think it, as far as the tobacco coffee ratio, if you're wanting it 50-50, I think it's pretty close. For me personally,
it's much better than what we had before.
Yeah.
Our last mix.
That Brazilian coffee, it was perfect for this.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Now, this will change. It'll get a lot more balance too as it steeps. But it's a pretty good start. That like kind of the Connecticut shade takes a little bit of time to like settle in. But it's working with that coffee note. I don't know. There's something that I think is missing. Maybe to darken it up or whether it's like an RY4 or like maybe like a chocolate or something.
It is flavorful.
What about a caramel of some sort?
Yeah, that could work.
Or vanilla.
Or vanilla.
Well, somebody, I think it was, who was it in the chat, mentioned that he thought that this was going to need some type of a vanilla. Who was it?
Like a shisha vanilla?
Screwdriver had mentioned that he thought that it would need some type of vanilla.
What about holy vanilla? He said it like at the beginning, right?
That's not a. I don't know if just straight up.
No, I'm just kidding because he said at the begining, like now boiling down and needing the vanilla. I know how that goes. Some kind of spotlight him.
You know, there is. I think a vanilla would work here. What do you guys think?
Madagascar.
Madagascar, FA bourbon would work.
One-on-one pudding. Like.
What about Cap French vanilla?
It's
Huh?
going back to that buttery. Isn't that real buttery? I spent a long time since I tasted that.
It's like a flan. You know what a flan is?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I
I know what that is. And also chorizo.
Chorizo.
You know, somebody had suggested using vanilla custard.
Oh, Flavora Smooth Vanilla.
No.
They were to say. No?
No.
Max thinks
Yeah.
that that has a fruity note to it or something.
It does.
Yeah,
But it's perfect in tobaccos, dude. It's got the same kind of fruit note that a tobacco has. You know? Like,
I'll add a drop.
that's all you need.
Let me
Yeah,
let
Like,
me
literally.
let me see if that works. I get too much of like a cherry kind of fruity almost amaretto.
You're broken.
That
That's, go
I
ahead.
find it hard to believe that other people don't get that.
No, do you remember I was on a kick where I was putting fucking smooth vanilla and everything? I mean, I was putting it like macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, because this is an
I had-
expensive.
I had 120 mil. I ran out.
People have also mentioned smoked butterscotch. I think that would work pretty good in here too. Let's try this smooth vanilla.
If you wanted it sweeter and more kind of like RY4ish, you could probably use Flavor West. What is it? What did we put in that Ryan custard? Rouen
Butterscotch
custard?
Ripple.
Yeah, butterscotch
Oh,
ripple.
yeah. Well, yeah, you could. That'd be like an easy fix too. I don't know. Let's try this smooth vanilla in here.
Let me grab
Yeah, I'm
one.
doing the same. I'm using 2 drops in 15.
Using 2 drops, I did 1.
I don't know if we need to skip it. The smooth vanilla. Fuck, it is very cold here. Very cold.
Rainbow Dragon says, "Is the video just not working for me, or is it everyone?" It looks good on my end. I'm sorry, Rainbow Dragon.
I got a mix from her too on my list too. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it.
What?
I have a mix from her on my list too. She's from the DIY eJuice subreddit Discord.
Oh.
Mhm.
And I asked a whole bunch of people on there. So I didn't try to play any kind of favorites or anything, but I know there's a lot of people who have a lot of good recipes out there. I just kind of picked the ones I'm most familiar with. So, but I picked from a lot of people that I see. I just went there.
You just say I'm not playing favorites or anything. I just picked from the people that I know the most. So you just said,
Pretty much what I said. Yeah.
just saying. I like that.
I mean, I don't pop on there. In my own defense, I don't pop on there very often. I see the same kind of people, and I already had seen their recipes on all the flavors. So yeah, I guess I did kind of.
Yeah,
I
basically.
did a little bit.
I mean, it's hard to just pick out somebody's recipe that you've never seen any other examples of recipes or anything.
Well, the thing is with them too. Like I like because they do what we do. They mix as a group, and you get a lot of interesting recipes and a lot of different ways of accomplishing a profile when you have that group mentality.
Mhm.
So I like what they do. I like what they
Not
do.
only
What's
did you
that?
pick from Reddit, you actually narrowed it down to actually like a niche inside of Reddit. So you basically just picked only people you know.
I didn't. I don't really go on the. I don't really go on the subreddit.
Why'd you even say that?
I go on
How
the
much?
Discord.
How much do we have to pay you to?
Good God. He's
What?
like, I don't want to pick a guy with brown hair, but I'm only picking Chinese people this week. So, I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? That's great, dude.
All I'm saying is I went to the Discord, and the people that I see there pretty often, their recipes floated to the top. Okay.
Yeah, that's called playing favorites, bro. That's the
No,
exact
it's
opposite
not.
of what you said.
I don't
have
even go in there. I have no favorite.
Let me guess who it is.
Say,
Like,
Chef?
Do you have
Sorry.
like a flat rate that people have to pay you so you talk about the recipes? How
Yeah,
much
of
money?
course. You know how this works? Of course I do.
hey, let me spell it for you. Dinero. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
That's how it works there, pal.
Mucho dinero.
You toss it to me. I split it with Max. We rate your recipe. Bada bing, bada boom.
So
Good
yeah.
for pudding.
So how
Long
much?
story short, I'm a real piece of shit. I went to
Yeah,
the
right.
Discord and I picked only the people that I don't even talk to these people. So come on. I go in
Attaboy.
there
That's what I
once
like
in
to
a
see.
while.
Listen, folks, you pay up and you'll fucking be right there with them. That's Max's style.
So how much does it cost to get your recipe under the spotlight?
By who?
By
not
us.
Oh, well, yeah, that's right. We all have the same rate. Yeah, it's like $700.
$700.
But it's guaranteed, and we'll also send you chocolates. So,
I knew I shouldn't have fucking brought this up. You fucking knew it.
look, you know what? You were so guilty. You went, "Hey, I'm not playing favorites or anything." I promise.
I wasn't playing favorites. I don't go on I don't go on that Discord that often. I pop in every once in a while.
You were doing
And
your
you know
best,
people?
wasn't you?
I was
Damn it,
wearing
Max.
yoga pants. What?
I said
Yep,
you were
sure was, bud.
you were doing your best.
Oh,
Not
that's
yoga
not
pants.
what I thought you said. You were wearing
Yeah,
yoga
that would-
pants, weren't you? Yes, I was.
See,
What does that have to do with
yes.
anything?
That's
Okay,
the other
guys.
side of the coin, folks. For a nice dollar amount, Max will wear yoga pants, and he'll come around you. That's
Okay,
that's
now,
$800.
now we are talking about yoga pants.
That was a poor choice
It's
of
how
words,
it
Graham.
goes.
For
We were talking-
1,000, he'll mix in them.
Okay,
well, last
so,
week we were talking about clothes, so why not bring it back?
Right.
no, we said that this is going to be DIY, nonstop, everything. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
that's right.
We
DIY.
were talking about fucking Bob Lazar.
We're taking lessons.
Mm.
We're taking lessons from the ones that do it best. It's going to be fucking balls to the wall DIY.
Mm.
That's it.
Okay,
Right?
guys.
It's on the balls.
Speaking of DIY, what do y'all think about adding smooth vanilla?
I think it works.
You didn't even try it.
It
I
had to
think-
work though.
2 drops is too much, but I like what it does to the recipe.
I did one drop in the 20 mil.
Yeah, I did. I did one drop in a 10 mil.
And do you like it?
Mm.
I think it adds some vanilla, obviously, but I don't really think it's the right vanilla for it.
Yeah, it's too fruity.
Well, I usually add it in RY4s. I don't add it in all tobaccos. I add it in RY4s, and I can't even explain what it does. To be honest with you, I don't even think I know what it does. It's trendy. I hate that flavor, actually. To be honest with you, I stopped using it.
I
It's way
don't.
too fruity. I kept telling Max.
Shut the fuck up. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Yeah, I don't think that it's the right one. I think Shisha Vanilla could work in here. Any other vanilla, probably. What about like vanilla bean?
Madagascar.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca?
Ibogaine?
I don't know what that is.
Never
Oh,
mind.
it's 5-hydroxy dimethyltryptamine. It's DMT. But Max is just obsessed with it. Because he's high.
Vanilla ice cream at 0.5%.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Which one? Liquid Barn?
Yeah, I don't know either. If you guys want to tell us what to do or whatever.
The thing is, I would post this recipe without the vanilla because it's okay without it. And
What about-
maybe you can add a lot of things.
FA butterscotch.
Yeah, that's probably fine too.
You know, I think the first version here that we did was exactly what I thought this recipe was going to be when we started 6 weeks ago on it. It's a bold coffee. It's milky, creamy. It's got a touch of chocolate in it, and it's got a nice bold tobacco in it. I think it's good like that. Now, if somebody wanted to add some type of vanilla to it, I guess they could, or a butterscotch, or ROI4, or whatever. But as a base, I think it's pretty damn spot on.
Yeah, that's what it should be. Is a base, a good base.
Yeah,
that's what it should be.
Max, you said
you can go either direction.
That the Flavora Red Burley could go up to like 0.75 though.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. I think if you want a little bit more of that chocolate in there, you could kind of embrace that, go a little bit higher on it. Inaware vanilla tobacco would probably go in here. It's kind of like a woody vanilla. Whatever you guys want to do, you guys could throw it in there. Yeah, more brown sugar. If you want brown sugar in it, if you want caramel, you want butterscotch, you want more cream. There's something you could probably find that you'd probably like in here.
I'm kind of surprised that Flavora cream works here at 2% because that's pretty high for that, but it does.
I think that might be that spice note coming through.
You think? I thought it was coming from the Connecticut Shade, maybe.
It's not really any spice that I get from it, but could be.
Aren't you the one that just said there's spice?
From Connecticut Shade?
Yeah.
In the recipe, you just said that.
Yeah, I think it's coming from Flavora cream. I don't think it's coming from Connecticut Shade.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then
I think that there is spice. I think there's almost like a cinnamon type thing going on, but I don't think it's from Connecticut Shade.
But and this recipe, we need to steep it like a few days at least. To know
sure.
For sure what's going on.
Like overnight, this is probably gonna be really good, but I mean, I would give this like at least a week or two to actually know what it's gonna.
Okay, why don't we wait till the live on day and we decide if we post the recipe or not? We give it 2 days.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What do you think, Folkart?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Good.
That sounds good to me.
Yep.
So this is what it looks like, guys, behind the scenes. Except add 3 more hours to it.
Yeah, this went exceptionally smooth. You guys would have stopped fucking around.
We were already kind of fixing a recipe. If we were coming up with something that, I mean, let's be honest. How many times do we change the profile too?
Yeah, we have to make it taste like what the fuck we think it actually. Because like, I don't know why other people don't do that. You ever see these people that enter contests and they can call it whatever they want, and it's like they say this is a fucking blueberry and it tastes like an apple pie. You know what I mean? Why don't they just call it apple pie? I don't understand. They fuck themselves all up.
Well, now
forcing them to call it blueberry.
Well, now I feel like we stay pretty true to what we set out to do. I mean, we might discuss different ways of doing a peach or a tobacco or something for the first hour, but once we decide, okay, this is going to be creamy, it's going to be a candy, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. We pretty much stick to it until we get that. I don't feel like we. I don't feel like
we are very very specific about the profile we are going to do. It's not that we say okay, do something with peach and that's it. That's more easy. We say okay, we want a peach that smooth, that is sweet, that is sticky, and we have to nail that.
Wood middle. Yeah. Now, yeah, we do stick to it. I mean, we do because we're, I mean, it's us. But, I think other people should change their recipes according to what it actually tastes like.
Well, now when I'm just playing around mixing stuff up, yeah, I might say, okay, I'm gonna make a chocolate milk, and it tastes more like a chocolate pudding. Yeah, I'll change my direction because it's easier, obviously. But
It's always easier to lie to yourself.
Sure, it is, absolutely.
I think.
But
I mean, fuck. There's times where I've like fucked up a batch and then I try to make it vapable and then I made it something completely like, you guys know, I fucking made something that people have been chasing for a while and I did that on accident and I had to go backwards to try to figure out what the fuck I did.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's like my entire room. I don't keep track of anything, dude. There's bottles fucking everywhere. God knows what they are. I have to smell them like, and just go, okay, I remember that week.
yeah.
I did just make a candy one though that's very accurate to something, and I'll tell you guys afterward. But it's very close. That I've been looking for a while.
What are you holding up, Chef?
But-
what you got there?
That recipe,
Which one?
It's flan.
the one you made by accident, that is perfect.
You only have a small bottle of it?
Yeah, but I have been steeping this for like what?
You know what he
more
has-
than
That color is very
You know what he
light.
has to go through?
Holy shit.
He's lying.
Huh.
No.
Yeah, you gotta be lying. 'cause
Any
mine-
bottle.
mine's darker.
we are talking about the same.
I don't
maybe
think we're talking about the same thing. Because mine's
But
very
he's-
dark.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Okay, I need to write.
You're gonna have
it
to
down.
tell me off camera.
Yeah.
No,
Well, they can see that.
It's not that one. It's not that one.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
It's the other. It's the
Sorry.
I know what
sorry.
that. I know what that one needs though. The one that is on the screen. And I think can everyone see that?
probably.
No, it's like right on the screen.
I mean,
I'm
it
pretty
doesn't
sure, yeah.
matter. They're not gonna ever guess what the fuck is in it.
No, yeah, that's true.
There's two profiles
That's
that
true.
everybody's been chasing that I'm pretty sure I nailed one, and then there's one that we're all pretty thinking we're pretty close on.
yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
So, what do we tell people about this recipe? Mix it up.
I would say, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
glad I made a 20 mil. I made a
Yeah.
20 mil. I'm probably gonna vape it tomorrow.
So we'll talk more about it after it steeps for a few days. But any type of Flavora tobacco needs a good 2-week steep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
12 days.
12 days. Okay. I thought
12 and a
honestly.
half.
I thought it was 13.
Like it's that, but it's fairly specific. You know what I mean? Like you know that, Max. Like it does change and then it like settles in right around like it's pretty specific at 12 days, almost across the board.
You gotta like,
And it's
you gotta
It
get as
goes
close as you-
down.
Yeah. Mhm.
First, it goes down and then it starts to grow again after a week or
Oh.
10 days.
it has an awkward stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like it's an ugly baby the first day, and then it starts to like learn how to
So
walk.
sad.
The next day, it learns how to walk, and then the third day,
It
I
falls
mean-
downstairs.
it falls down the stairs and it has to go to a hospital.
It
for, like,
breaks every bone in its poor little body.
and
What
then
story are
after,
you telling, Max? Jesus Christ.
after maybe I got some of that fucking DMT shit
Yeah.
going on.
Now it's got to live its
for
whole
2 days.
it's got to live its whole life with a fucking hair lip. Is that what you're telling me? God damn it, Max. What's wrong with you?
Oh man!
This poor fucking kid.
But
God damn it.
about 12
It's such opportunity.
12
Fuck.
days later, it's back to normal.
Yeah, but he's got burn marks all over his face.
Well, that's when you have to revisit the,
He has,
the
he has
drawing.
no lips or lashes. What
Yeah,
the fuck, dude?
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Flavora
damn it,
tobaccos are tough, people. Just don't.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, fuck the tobacco.
Just don't blame the parents.
Save the children. Jesus Christ, Max. What are you doing? This goddamn baby has no lips or lashes.
Woo! Okay.
Because of the fire.
Analogies and metaphors are not really my strong point. So,
Yeah, well, even there, you see how you did that? You gotta fuck that up too.
So I would have started out. It's kind of like the ugly duckling. You know.
Yeah, same
I started off that way.
Yeah, but then it was, and then they cooked them, made them into Mugu Gai pan.
Yeah,
that'd be a short story. There was an ugly duckling. They made him into chicken chow mein.
All right, can we just get out of here then? I'm gonna start coming up with other analogies that aren't just aren't gonna fucking fit. So
Terrible analogies. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Bad advice and terrible analogies. Check out Max's new show.
I got good advice sometimes. I'm
You
not
take it. Look where you're at.
Yeah.
Hey, I happen to be very well adjusted. I just let you guys make fun of me like I'm not doing anything right.
That's it.
Whatever you want to say. Guys.
That's it, Graham.
Play that up. Book it.
All right. Are we gonna get out of here? We done?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I think so.
Mix this up. Are we gonna post it? Or we're gonna post it on Thursday?
I think we should give it at least 2 or 3 days to let it steep before
We'll
we
wait till it breaks its legs.
Yeah. Before it gets its eyebrows burned off.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good to
Or
me.
it falls in a vat of acid, fucking lifts his lips and lashes, gets his fucking goddamn circumcision unwillingly and consensual.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so you'll see the recipe, and we're gonna talk about it on Thursday. Yeah, we'll see you guys Thursday. We got some shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
See you guys. Have a good one.